Jeremy, week off. What did you get up to?
I put in a veggie garden, so it's that time of year, spring. I love it. It's everything starts to grow again. It gets a bit warmer, so it's honestly I try and keep busy and not think too much about it. But I did enjoy watching the games over the weekend. Some incredible finals. But outside of those two games, try not to think about it too much and enjoy time with the family.
Did you think you were going to be playing your old side at one point there?
Well, yeah, obviously, at one point I did think we were coming up against them, but it's one of those seasons, and I feel like we just keep saying that, don't we? It's just that weird season where anything can happen, and games that sort of look like they're finished and have been put to bed, aren't, and teams seem to get up and win. So it just goes to show that you have to play right until the final siren. So. I think we've learned a lot from the season that we've had.
You talk about handling the momentum shifts, and that came up a lot in that game, obviously, because the Giants did let it fall away. How have you sort of trained or prepped to be able to handle those moments? Because we have seen historically that the Lions, when they get going, they really get going.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's trained and spoken about a fair bit every season. Down here, we speak about it, and it's more so just sharing your experiences and with the younger boys more so than anything. We've got a different team than what we had last year and the year before, and there's a lot of new faces, which is exciting for us. But sharing those experiences of what to do in big moments and how to combat that, it can be challenging, especially. Teams have just got a massive run on, and it is very hard to stop, and Brisbane is one of those teams. So, we've got things in place that we can go to, but doing that in the moment is the challenging part, and you can't. As much as we rely on the coaches, it's sort of up to the players out there on the field to get to it and try and put a stop to the momentum swings. But they're going to happen in football. So how do you adjust around it on the fly?
Where do you sit on selection? I see Tom Hawkins sitting on the sidelines trying to get his way back in. How do you cause that?
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm nowhere near selection, thankfully. So it's one of those things that it's great to have a full team at this time of year. I think it's needed. It's crucial to have pretty much a full list to pick from. But at the same time, there's always stories, and it's a challenging time as well. So what I will say is, the guys are training really well, training hard, and doing everything they can to get back in. And that's not just that's not just Hawk and Garth. That's the whole. The two side that unfortunately aren't playing anymore, but training really hard, and I think that's crucial as well. We've seen that in the past that the boys, we need them to train and do match play, and we need them this time of year. And anything could happen. Someone might have to step up on the biggest day, so it's important to do that and do that well as a club.
Jez, that first goal that you kicked in the qualifying final, was that the best you've kicked?
I don't really like to talk about it too much. They had me down here during the week trying to Jake's laughing up the back here because he knew all about that, but trying to recreate it, and it's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to really look at it, but it was just in the moment. In terms of probably big moments in a final, I would say it's definitely probably one of the top two that I've kicked maybe, but it's I just think back to that Collingwood one. That was probably my favourite, to be honest, just because I know that there was 70,000 Collingwood supporters sitting behind me. But it's all part of it. It was a bit lucky, I must admit. We do train it, but you still have to have a really big element of luck, and I was lucky enough to have that one go through.
Are you flat and can't win goal of the year with it?
I'm definitely not flat. No, I was just happy it went through. So Eddie, I was talking to Eddie Betts after the game about it, and he told me to get out of his pocket, which I asked, what pocket, because he has 4 there, but he's incredible, and I've worked with Eddie, so it was nice to see the excitement on his face and whatnot. But it was, like I said, it was a bit lucky.
You spoke about performing on the big stage in big moments before. It's a bit of a younger team, different faces this time around. Do you think you have, with the squad, and these young players can really perform on the bigger stage this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we just want everyone to sort of be themselves, and we've seen that the whole way through. And at this time of year, it's nice to have a really good blend of youth in the side, but experience as well, and you can feed off each other in different ways. And I think we're doing that really well. So we got. I just think of, you know, Ollie Dempsey having fun, doing what he does on the wing, smiling at all times, playing his role extremely well, probably better than what a lot of us thought he could. And but that's just him. We don't want him to go away from that. We just keep having fun and doing your thing. We got a lot of other guys all around the ground. Shawnee Manners come in, played a huge role, and it's easy for me to sort of speak about the forwards, but we've got a really good blend there as well of experience. Closey and Grind have played a lot of football now, but Shawnee Manners come in, he's playing a great role. Tyson's played a fair bit of football now and knows how to play on the big stage. So yeah, we sort of, us as older boys, you sort of assist the younger boys as much as you can throughout the week and whatnot. But when it does come down to game day, just go and do what you've done all year, and that's have fun and enjoy the moment and enjoy the crowd. It's nice to, I always like to sort of, instead of walking out the MCG and being daunted by it, actually take it all in and have a look around and how good's this? Like, this is where you want to be at this time of year. So there's lots of little things you can help the younger boys out with. But yeah, sort of rabbled on a bit here, but just enjoy it.
Is Tom Stewart back to full health and full fitness?
Yeah, he's been training really well, Tommy. So we got to get through training this week, but we all sort of do. Tommy's in the same boat, so he's going well, and exciting to have him come back for sure. We know what Tommy's like and how big of a player he is for the club.
Where do you sit on the GMHBA MCG debate about preliminary finals and Homeground Advantage?
Yeah, I haven't put any thought into it whatsoever myself. I'm sure others have, but we have to win it up the road anyway. So I'm happy to go up there and play at the G. I love playing at the G. Love playing here as well. So it doesn't really faze me too much. It's going to be a big crowd, and we're I was only just reminded before that we're the only Victorian club in it too. So if everyone else from all the other supporter bases want to jump on board and come along, that would be fantastic.
I know you've enjoyed playing with Tom Hawkins on the road, but this different, very mobile forward setup, how has it enabled you? Because you've seen in terrific form.
Yeah, it's as I sort of mentioned, it's a really nice balance. We've got a lot of guys that can play different roles. Scratch has been enormous for us. He provides a really big contest. He's such a big, a big fella, and when he can launch at the ball, he's hard to stop. So he plays an important role. And Ollie Henry's a different sort of player. He can really leap and take it at the highest point as well. But he's so dangerous and on ground level as well, and very classy. And we've got just a really good mix. There's guys that aren't talked about a hell of a lot, but internally, they play a huge role for us. And it's nice to be able to mix things up if things aren't really working for us at any given time. We've got the licence to change it up and have a different look at it, and I think that's key to the big moments and big games.
Do you feel like you're hitting your best at the right time this last month?
I feel really good. Yeah, I sort of the old memories come through on the phone the other day, and I was in hospital sort of a couple of weeks ago last year with the surgery. So yeah, feeling a lot better than I did this time last year. But and I think that's key. Yeah, the legs and the body's in fantastic shape. So it's nice to be. Yeah, that gives you you're halfway there sort of thing. But I'm feeling really good and ready to go.
Just on Shannon Neal, have you seen his improvement, particularly since round 15 when he replaced Hawkins in the side?
No, he's been huge for us. He's just one of those kids that just wants to keep learning every single day. He picks your brain and wants to, and Hawks, this is where Hawks been absolutely wonderful, and he has been for a long time, sharing his knowledge of the game and what he's done over, years and years of playing at the highest level. And, Scratch has taken all that in, and yeah, he's got a big work ethic and on and off the field. So he's we sort of want to keep it simple at the same time and not give him too much information because you can sort of take too much in and think about it too much. But yeah, I've loved the way he's just gone about it, and he's just a big target for us. And if he's not marking it, he's bringing it to ground, and that's all we really want. Keep it nice and simple.
Obviously, you have a strong connection with Hawkins, being your good mate in the forward line. The decision hasn't been made yet, but how difficult would it be to see him miss out if he isn't picked?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it'll be obviously difficult. He's been through a fair bit this season, so he's. And I said this last maybe 6-8 weeks ago. He could just sail off, and he's had an amazing career, but and it's so touch and go with the timing of how his foot is healing and the timing of getting back. It's a tight window, but he's done everything he could possibly do. He's in there working behind the scenes. He's in the heat room. He's doing everything he can to give himself a chance, and that's all you can really ask for. I know it's sort of it's very lifting to walk down to the gym and see that, and that's coming from someone that's played. I've played a fair few seasons myself, so I can only imagine what that's doing for the first, second, third, fourth year players and beyond. So, I'm lucky I don't have to sit in the committee and make the big decisions, but he's given himself every chance, and that's all you can ask for from a great teammate.
Must be a similar case with Guthrie as well, being obviously his road back and playing in that game with Hawkins, but yeah, he's had numerous injuries over the past 2 seasons. Must be uplifting to see him as well. He's been unbelievable, and he's moving really well at training too at the moment, and as I mentioned, that helps us. So he's one of those blokes that's just so diligent with whatever he does, and he's been super unlucky with his injuries over the last not only this season but the season before as well, and just honestly. They're both workhorses, those two, and to have your senior players doing that's a lot of what drives us as players, but just the Geelong Football Club as well, and keep steering it in the right direction year after year.